I just got one thing to say to all you candy-ass liberals, leftists. It ain't going to be a civil war. It's going to be a revolution. And I want to thank you for all y'all on social media and all these platforms crying and being stupid and ignorant to the truth, for showing us who you are. You'll be easy to find. Because we're getting sick and tired of all your lies, propaganda, and just straight hating on Trump. That's all you'll do is make up all these lies and do all these protests and all this BS because you don't like Trump. Well, he's your president. Suck it up, buttercup. It ain't going to be a civil war. It's going to be a revolution.
You can't even breathe and talk at the same time. I'm pretty sure everybody's safe.
I hate all you candy-ass liberals, leftists.
Are you sure you can get it out? You're out of breath talking, you fat piece of shit. And I'm a lard ass, so I can say that.
Just got one thing to say to all you candy-ass liberals.
I can fucking smell your breath from here, dude. Oh my god. You fucking swine.
Saya.
Luka.
Telepon. Hadir.
Hello guys, welcome back to a YouTube channel, Commentary Hub. Here again and I have come back now to comment on this video that has been of this statement that has been said by a certain man in United States of America. He has been opting or saying that the civil war to start or to do the civil war, like that is what is needed. The world maybe to run, but may remind him like war does not stabilize anything. Another thing, chaos does not create anything. And the people in America, they are fighting for work, they are fighting for stability, they are fighting for development, they are fighting for a good governance. They're not fighting, they're not after to prove anything to anybody, to anything. And most Americans want progress, to progress. They want to go on, not chaos. But because of one American or just minority of the people who are insecure because equality is coming, people are glowing. People now knows what they want. There is no dominance. That naivety that was there before, that you cannot use them the way you used to do. And the changes has come. And instead of adapting now to the change, you want to bring war. It's not because you are strong, no. Because you cannot even go to fight. You are just imagining what is the war is all about in your mind, but you cannot. I don't think that you can take something and go and be in front trying to fight, because maybe you don't even have anything to protect. But those people who have so many things to protect, they cannot go to that route of chaos and wars and battles and all that. So guys, I've prayed that video, I've prayed those clips that has been prayed or that has been commented over that incident, over that video that was created by such a man, and we watch and come back with more commentary. Yes, you tell me whether is a civil war a solution? Will it solve anything in United States of America globally? How will it solve?
I just got one thing to say to all you candy-ass liberals.
So to you candy-ass right-winger out there, you didn't really think this through whatsoever, did you? Because, when you mentioned that, thanks for posting all this stuff because we can find you now. You know that goes both ways, right? When anybody posts on social media, they can be found. So you might want to think about that before you make those threats. And then I know you guys think you're all tough by playing video games and shit, which actually that's what I'm doing right now. But you know that we on the left own arsenals as well, right? We own pew-pews, we go shooting, and we go practice. It's not just a right-wing thing, just to let you know that. And then when it comes to a revolution, here's the one thing you're not thinking about. You guys will fall apart within a month. Literally, you guys will just dissolve. And I don't mean from bullets or just us fighting you. You're going to fall apart because of yourselves. Because every one of you think you know better than everybody else. You will literally have a lot of internal fighting because everybody wants to be in fucking charge versus someone like me and others. If the revolution, breaks out, we're going to find those who actually have military experience and we're going to listen to them. We're going to listen to orders. We're not going to sit there and think that if we get in a fight that we know what the fuck we're going to do, because we don't. Again, going to find those who actually have experience in the military, those who actually have experience on the battlefield, and we're going to take orders and listen. Because we understand this is about the unity of us and not just the individuals. But apparently you are so up Trump's ass you don't see the writing on the wall because they're already falling apart. And then you're just walking back and forth, and you're out of breath. You're wheezing just walking back and forth. How in the hell are you going to get in a battle more than 10 minutes without being out of breath? And let's face it, the real enemy should not be us against each other. It should be the government. If you really want to deal with it, go after the fucking government, because they're the ones creating this problem. But again, remember, you sit there say you can find us, we can find you.
I just got one thing to say to all you candy-ass liberals.
Glad you've made it off the couch there, Mikey. Let me tell you something. You're not going to make it 10 steps into that nonsense that you're spewing. Good God. You kidding me, dude? You're 2 breaths away from a coronary. And that's what most of you look like. You sit on your couch, you regurgitate nonsense you saw on your boob tube, or idiot box as we used to call it, and it has been successful, hasn't it? Hey, cut back on the bonbons there, Nancy.
It ain't gonna be a civil war, it's gonna be a revolution. And
why is it always the motherfuckers that look like if they're not knocking on heaven's door, they're at least in the zip code of heaven? Always talking about civil this, revolutionary that. Now, what the fuck are you talking about? I ain't gonna be no civil war. It's gonna be revolutionary war. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you been nude with yourself lately? Have you been naked in a room by your motherfucking self lately? Is your sugars low? Then what the fuck are you talking about war? Ain't gonna be no civil war. It's gonna be revolutionary war. Candy-ass liberal. Boy, look. The only reason you're talking about candy is because candy has sugar. And you know goddamn well your diabetes cannot handle having any sugar near you. Talk about candy-ass liberals. Man, look. Bro, let me help you understand something. I need you to look at me. I need you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say to you. Put your hearing aids in and just listen. You ain't gonna do shit. You need me to read it for you? You ain't gonna do shit. At all, period. Point blank, nothing. Nada, zip, zilch, zero, nothing. Nothing. You're going to talk Civil War. You're going to talk Revolutionary War. And when it comes time for your ass to go do this Revolutionary Civil War, your fucking rascal scooter battery going to fall the fuck off. And you ain't going to be able to ride to the war anyway. You ain't going to, not Civil War, not Revolutionary War, not what is it good for? Absolutely not. Not that war either. No war. None. None. Every few years, you motherfuckers do this stupid shit to try to make yourself feel like I'm patriot man, but then you forget you also have health complications. Is your COPD going to allow you to go do civil revolutionary war? Nope. How about that fucking sugar problem, that diabetes problem that you have? Are you sure your feet going to allow you to go do the war thing? How about that congestive heart failure that your ass is suffering with? Do you think that's going to allow you to do war? Hey, Doc, is my congestive heart failure under control? Yeah, why? Because I'm going to go do war. You better sit your goofy ass down and take these nitroglycerin pills for you fuck around and fuck around. Sir, you have a whole list of fucking frailties that are about to happen to you. Look at you and look at me. We're in the same fucking generation. I look like a model. You look like somebody that will be on one of them goddamn commercials that show up on Amazon. Impreza. Manage your glaucoma with Impreza. Side effects might include your penis don't work and you won't be able to do war. The fuck is it with y'all wanting to shoot and kill somebody? Damn. Always talking about fighting some fucking body. Dog, you are fighting against getting a pacemaker. Your doctor done already told you. You one too many cigarettes or one too many of them Michelob Lights or one too many of them fucking monster thick burgers from Hardee's, and we're gonna be talking about your ass in the past tense. Take the hint. Take the hint. Take this video down, take the hint, and go do something with your fucking self. Fucking Ozempic, soon to be Ozempic fucking employee of the month. Man, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna do shit.
And as you can see, or we can hear you, no matter what, like how a grown-up man, a man like you can see, like he's a man who has responsibilities. He's a man who is not even a young man. That is a man, maybe he has been there in the past, he's present and future. Maybe we are assuming that he'll be there. How would he come up with such a statement that Americans should start, or they should do a civil war? But I'm hoping all of United States of America who are stating so, or who are wishing so, because there are many who are doing so many things, and people in America, they are looking for progress. They are looking for how they can put food on the table, how they can work, how they can progress, how they can develop and all that. They're not looking for chaos and war and all that. But what I feel is, I do feel people who always find a way and come back, like they want to introduce war and chaos between men and between people. I think they're the people who are very weak inside. And because now they have realized that they have lost power to control, to oppress, they come back now igniting fear on people, especially now politicians. I think they move or they work with this mindset, like let us ignite fear. And of course, when people are worried and when people are desperate, they'll go and vote. Yes, for them to continue oppressing people with their systems, not the systems of men, but the systems of these politicians. So they many a time that they come up with such mindset, with such statements and igniting fear and bringing fear on the people, and thinking like Now because we have no one now to oppress, let us do this because people has already grown. They have been fearing losing power. There are a group of Americans, white Americans, who feel like they have already lost the power because now there is nobody to control. It's not like before because the equality in services, equality is United States of America, and they feeling like we cannot be equal with these immigrants, we cannot be equal with these blacks, and because you cannot be equal with them, like you think like you can influence people to do war and to go to that route of, guys, that's a very wrong move, and that's a very wrong perspective of seeing things, because old politics is already gone, the dominance is already gone, country is becoming so diverse. So guys, I think they have been feeling like now the opinions are not that, they don't even, they don't matter, they don't control the world, they are not controlling people, they are not controlling worlds. And guys, let me remind that man again that instead of civil war, there are some wars that people are fought, like economically, that's a war, that's a civil war. Economically, people are affected because there are policies, the tariffs that has been introduced by the government of United States of America, Donald Trump regime. Those tariffs has affected globally. It has globally. You might not feel it. Okay, you might not feel it where you are, but globally you can feel. Everybody is feeling like there's changes, there's some struggles. It's not like before that people had freedom economically. So that's another war. So the war is not about shedding blood and killing people and doing all these. They do so many things, and these are the systems of the governance. They do so many things, and now we have outgrown the time that there were civil wars and all that. The war is like introducing tariffs. That's a war. Yes, creating policies which are oppressing others and others are given freedoms, creating the policies where there is no equality, creating systems whereby women are oppressed, like immigrants, that you have no freedom even in your own nation. That's a war. Like now in the United States of America, like you cannot walk out. You cannot walk out, like you go to shop, you go to the mall, you go to the stores without carrying your passport. That's a war. Do you know, people forget and like you assume things. That is a war. But then that's a war that you have already started in your own land, in your own backyard. That's a war that you have introduced. You have already introduced that because you're fighting amongst yourself. Like, how can I be like, I'm in my nation now. Like, I have to show the passport that I belong here, that I have to walk with passport, and I have to walk with the ID. So there is no freedom of movement. That's a war. So guys, I don't know which other war you want to feel. I don't know which other hit that, like a challenge you want to feel, for you to feel like, I don't know whether you just want to see the blood and think that and assume like, now this is the war, I'm satisfied. No, you're beaten from south, from east, from west, and all that, because now tariffs are high. Economically, people are struggling. See, there is no freedom of walking. You cannot just walk. You cannot just go out and do the shopping, you know, that there's no freedom. Yes, in United States of America. Otherwise, when you meet IC, you'll be somewhere else. So that's a war. So when you're wishing or you're praying for some things, just sit down and think again. Before you say anything, just sit back and think again. Yes, think again, because you might be saying something which will affect you in one way or the other, or they, by the way, this is awakening. You are awakening the systems that they feel like we haven't done enough, we haven't oppressed these people enough, and they will introduce more policies which will be oppressing you enough. So guys, I'm just opening your eyes, telling you that you don't need now to take the gun and kill and let the blood flow and all that. There's so many types, there's so many ways and the strategies of war in the world, in the government, in the politics, and this nation or this the whole world is governed by the politicians. Yes guys, so with this and many more, because I'm expecting your comment on how that man has been reacted. I would love to hear from you, like, is it a good idea, or how do you feel about it? Because I don't think like there is any sober person that would advocate for a civil war. I don't know what you see about it. I don't know what is his anger. I don't know what he is inspiring to do. I don't know. But in that comment section, kindly tell us something. We'll be here listening unto you. So subscribe and like our channel, and we will really appreciate. Thank you.